So can certain breathing techniques increase stem cell production? That's the question I've got for you today, because we're going to talk about the difference between hyper and hypoxia and the paradox that exists between the two. So if you've ever looked into hyperbaric therapy, you'll find that there's a myriad of research now showing the incredible benefits of it, from improving mitochondrial function, immune function, recovery, etc., etc. But we also know that there's a level of improvement that occurs at to a certain pressure, and then all of a sudden that improvement seems to drop off, and then eventually the exposure to it actually gets worse for a lot of our systems. So I want to talk to you about the Hyperoxia-Hypoxia Paradox today, because there's a lot of different techniques out there that are advocating the use of reducing blood oxygen levels to improve your health. So Wim Hof's example, one that is often brought up, where his specific breathing techniques are used to reduce carbon dioxide and therefore allow you to hold your breath for longer, which allows you to get into a hypoxic state. And there's a lot of research now coming off that shows that this may actually be beneficial for your immune system. And I know Wim Hof talks about it in quite some detail in his book about this. So let me explain a couple of things to you. So this is a research paper that was produced in 2020, published. I've been having a flick through as I go through some of this information, and it's a really amazing research paper. If you haven't looked into hyperbaric therapy, it's pretty amazing. We know that 1.3, 1.5 atmospheres of pressure does phenomenal things for the human body, but up around 2 it cuts off, and 2.4 it really starts falling away and actually gets worse. So here's what I want to look at. So intermittent hyperoxia, okay, hypoxia, increased oxygen. This is hyperbaric therapy. Increases hypoxic induced factor, increases vascular endothelial growth factor, increases stem cell release and production, increases sirtuin, and increases mitochondrial biogenesis. In other words, using mild hyperbaric therapy on a regular basis actually increases the cell's ability to produce energy, increases cellular production, and increases stem cell flow through the bloodstream as well. Pretty amazing stuff, yep. But problem with hyperbaric is it does take a lot of sessions, quite often 30 sessions to produce a result, and you do need to do them back to back to back in a very short period of time in order to get the results that you're looking for. But hypoxia can induce very similar things. So look at this. When we reduce the oxygen levels down, so doing things like Wim Hof breathing, hypoxic induced factor goes up. Vascular endothelial growth factor goes up. VEGF is a phenomenal substance. Stem cell production goes up. So just doing simple breathing exercises to drop your blood oxygen levels down can have mildly similar effects to going to a hyperbaric chamber. I mean, you're not getting the SIRT production, you're not getting the increase in mitochondrial development as a result of it, but you are still developing a lot of different production of a lot of different things in terms of vascular growth and things like this. So something to look at, something to think about. Hypoxia, in terms of Wim Hof breathing, things like this may actually have really good benefits for some people by doing it. Anyway, if you have any questions with hyperbaric or hypoxia, just pop them up below. Always happy to help. If you want me to discuss more information in regards to it, just post it up below and I'll gather more information for you. Also, don't forget, my team is always here for you, so please don't feel afraid. Message me at any time if you need any help in any way, shape or form. Anyway, I'm Trevor Chikuti from Spinewise. This has been the hyper and the hypoxia paradox and the benefit that occurs from increasing and decreasing oxygen a little bit. And we'll catch you in the next vid. Bye for now.